This podcast does not endorse renewable gas.
It's not a thing.
Sounds made up.
Thanks for the cash.
Thanks for the cash. Welcome back to the Punters Politics Podcast, where we make politics simple for the everyday punter like me, Konrad.
And like me, James. And each week, we take a look at the stuff that politicians hope you don't notice.
Punter James.
What?
I have been on the Instagram and I banked this one.
Oh, okay.
From a few weeks ago.
You put it in the political manoeuvre bank.
Yes, I did. Politician lines it up and, well, hang on. There's a question from left field and, oh my God, I don't believe it. What a manoeuvre. That has got to be political play of the day. So we've got Albo.
Politician Anthony Albanese, I'll have you.
I stand corrected. Politician Prime Minister Anthony Albanese getting absolutely lambasted by a journo who's bringing their A game.
During the election campaign, you said on the second debate that Donald Trump didn't have a mobile. Since then, we've seen
I did not say that. I did not say that. Don't verbal me.
Konrad, don't verbal me.
So first with the flat denial.
Yeah.
Sees in her eyes she's not going for it.
Yeah, not me.
Sidesteps. Oh, they're there. Don't verbal. What was that?
It's like he's called an audible. Don't verbal me.
Isn't verbal like having a go at someone? Like, hey, mate, you shouldn't be here. Get over there. Like,
yeah, but it normally takes another word called abuse on the end of it. It's not just, what is this some new slang that the politicians are throwing
Albo's
around?
reached the back of the pantry to pull out a maneuver that was the wrong.
But I just love it, the don't verbal me, but then he like softens up.
And
straight
says,
away he's
go
like,
on.
but go on. Yeah.
That's his amateur mistake number one.
It is.
He tried with the back off a few political maneuvers. Then he opens it back up straight to the journo.
Yeah.
Let's see what she's bringing.
Well, I didn't say that.
Deny.
Well, what do you think you said?
I didn't.
Deny again.
I didn't say that. But anyway, keep going. If I did, it's called a joke. Humour.
If I did.
If I did, it's...
I didn't say it. I didn't. But if I did, it's called a joke.
And you know what that is? That's Jonah from Summer Heights High.
Oh,
It was a joke.
fuck you, miss.
It was just a joke, sir. He didn't get the joke. Good one. Okay, Albo he's losing his footing. He's scattergunning. Journo smells blood in the water. Can he recover?
Well, obviously he has a mobile, and anyone who actually saw the context would know that. The point I was making was, between leaders of nations, you organise phone calls, you have note takers.
He's gone teacher
you
mode.
do it in rooms where mobiles aren't allowed. That's the point.
Okay.
That's the way that you deal between the United States President and the Australian Prime
That's
Minister.
what I wanted to ask you about, because last night we saw Emmanuel Macron.
Don't let her keep asking.
I know where she's going with this. I've seen the video, and it's brilliant.
Oh, look,
Do you contact him personally?
I don't go into any of those
No,
details.
but isn't your failure to do the same why we've had to wait so long for a first face-to-face between you and the President?
No, it's not.
You know what? He's desperate. He's grasping at straws. He keeps letting her talk. He keeps interrupting and then looking a bit, I didn't. But if I did.
The journalist was brilliant. She was referring
Yes.
back to the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, getting stuck in traffic in New York City.
Yeah.
And he literally picks out his phone because the Trump's motorcade was going through. So he was blocked off from walking and this traffic cop wouldn't let him through. So he picks up his mobile, calls Trump, gets him.
What a power move in front of the cops.
Yeah,
I'll call your boss, mate.
And he is literally like annoyed, but they're having a laugh because he can't go anywhere.
He's got his number.
Because Trump's coming through.
So this isn't a beauty pageant segment. This is a political maneuver segment.
Yeah.
Obviously, this falls in the beauty pageant camp.
Yeah.
Who's more popular? You don't have his number. You weren't invited to the party.
Exactly.
Right? But Albo, mate, too desperate, too early, too many maneuvers.
Yeah.
He's losing ground and losing points. This journo, blood in the water, hammering him. Strong recovery from Albo. When she finally gets to the question, you notice how simple he finally found his footing. No. Do you think that's the reason why you're not buddy-buddy with Trump? No. That's all you had to do, mate.
Yeah, he jumped on it way too early,
Yeah,
didn't he? Which
yeah.
then sharks.
Yeah. He should have gone throwback to the dead possum Jim Chalmers. Go stiff, stare blankly, let them get it out, let it get it out of their system. No. Move on.
Towards the end, he was looking around for another journalist to ask a question,
He's
right?
looking.
Yeah.
Not your finest, Albo. I hand that one 2 points to Journo. No points to you.
No points to Prime Minister.
Late recovery, but bold, but you lose.
No good.
Hey ye, Punter James.
Oh, he's back.
It is me.
I hate that so much.
No, you
Me? What's that all about?
It is me, the top chief punt of the Punter Times.
So this is the segment where you take a boring news article and you, an absolute snooze fest, probably of reporters, I don't know, doing their job correctly, and you put a very clickbaity, fun, informing title on it to make someone actually want to read it.
Not just clickbait. Clickbait with context.
Oh, there we go.
The context that I think punters need to know as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Here we go. The headline from The Guardian. Adani denies claims it sold below market coal, leading to Queensland missing out on hundreds of millions in royalties.
Now, absolute snooze fest. Way too long.
Oh, a lot of detail, a lot of unnecessary detail in that.
Yeah, it tells too much of the story for my liking.
Punter Times headline.
Righto. Instead of Adani.
It is a bit longer. Here we go. Tax bludging Indian coal corporation Adani robs Queenslanders of $400 million. But thanks to Broncos' grand final win, state still considers 2024 a success. Allegedly. Cover my legal bases at the end there.
Cover it. Okay, we've got some detail around the money. We've got some detail around it's been robbed.
We've spoken about this previously on the show.
Yeah.
About Adani's tax bludging nature. It's an Indian coal corporation.
Not an Australian company.
Yeah. And if you'll also recall, Punter James, billionaire Mr. Adani is currently facing bribery charges in the USA.
Okay, I'm
That's
remembering.
The Adani.
I'm remembering. This is the same Adani that promised us, what was it, like $20 billion in taxes and royalties and has paid us nothing.
The very same Adani.
Perfect.
Excellent. Now
welcome back, Mr. Adani. How are you today?
How are you today? This is, in fact, the same Adani that got their coal mine expansion approval off the back of taxpayer subsidies. That's the Adani. Is that the one you're thinking of?
I know the one.
That's the one. Well, the Australia Institute have exposed that Adani may have just stolen $400 million from Queenslanders. Now, I continually use the word stolen because when headlines are sanitised with legalese and technical speak of not paying royalties, I'm sorry, Punter James, if you owe me something and plan never to pay it,
you're stealing it. Yeah.
You're stealing it.
Yeah.
Let's just be real.
You're knowingly not paying it back.
Yeah.
Which...
The ATO would come after me if I just neglected to pay.
And they should. This guy's dodgy. ATO, if you're listening right now.
I'm definitely above board. Everything's declared. But they would accuse me of stealing from the Aussie taxpayer.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Imagine that. Punters stealing from the punters.
Yeah, that would never happen.
No good.
No good.
Okay, so how have they been stealing?
Yes.
You used it. How have they been stealing money from us?
Well, remember, a quick pop quiz. What's a royalty, Punter James?
A royalty is an amount of money that's paid for the resources that we own.
Correct. So in Queensland, they have coal, and Queenslanders should get paid for the coal that is being dug by these bludgers. And in Queensland, they recently passed a rule where the higher the sale price of coal, the increased royalty you get, like a progressive taxation. Right. The more money you earn, the more taxes percentage you pay.
Yep.
Right? Same deal for coal. That's one of the rare good things that the government's done. And it turns out around the Ukraine war, the beginnings of it, prices went through the roof for many Australian resources, essentially. The price of coal went up to $600 a tonne. But turns out, Mr. Adani and his bludgeoning corporation was selling their coal for $102 a tonne.
What?
$500 below the market rent. So TLDR, instead of Queenslanders getting $600 million in royalties from the higher price, they only got $200 million. That's a shortfall of $400 million. Pay us what you owe us, you bludger.
Yeah, but why was he selling it for so cheap, though?
Well, this is suspected, allegedly, blah, 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 legal covering. It's almost like this. Punter James, nice laptop you got there. I'll give you $600 for it.
I'll take 100.
Oh, done. I'm a silly businessman, or I'm shifting my profits to another company. I'll sell it to a associated entity in India for below market rates so that the rate of royalties I pay, I'm only paying royalties at the $100 price, not the $600 price.
Yes.
And I stiff everyone else.
I'm with you.
Now, it gets worse.
Oh, great.
Labor government, previous one in Queensland, took them to court over this. They punched the numbers on the back of the calculator envelope and went, we're 400 mil short. This is not right. Adani's like, no, it's totally fine. Government says, we'll see you in court. Great move. Take him to court.
Yep.
Let's settle this.
Make him pay.
Let's take it to the boss. New government, Liberal national government comes into Queensland,
no.
who I've always thought, in the pocket of mining more than most governments. Labor are too, but not to the same extent.
Premier Christofoli.
Yep. Old mate gets in, case is dropped.
Oh, that's bad, isn't it?
So, Punter James, if you could go into a bank and steal $400 million and you wouldn't go to court and there'd be no consequences, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'm stealing $400 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Doesn't it just? I'll do it right now.
So, Punter James, in my opinion, if you're trying to assess whether a new government versus an old government, who is more beholden to large corporations and the interests, this is the best evidence I've ever seen that this new Liberal government is wholly owned by mining cartels. Because how is it that you allow a fraud-riddled, tax-bludgeoning, subsidy-given, tax-dodger, zero taxpayer, mine expansion subsidised cartel stiff you $400 million and you don't pursue that in court?
$400 million isn't a little bit amount of money.
No.
But which leads me to my question.
Yeah.
What can we do about it?
Well, here's honestly where punters in the comments, they keep coming back to me, and it sounds trivial when I say it. But punters knowing about this, us talking about it on the podcast, you talking to your dad, you knowing, every time you think Adani, you think absolute tax bludgers, royalty thieves.
Yes.
That's what you have to think. So that when Adani go to your politicians and say, we want to open a mine, the politician knows it's politically poisonous to stand next to this Indian billionaire, alleged fraud man and his bludger company.
Like, surely when the next state government election comes around, the Queenslanders go, we missed out on $400 million.
This is what they need to be thinking.
That could have built a stadium for their upcoming Olympics in 2032 that they've got no money for.
Knowing that this government is the of the mining cartels. I have to put it as bluntly as it is.
I like it. You enunciated so well.
Because I'm down $400 million.
Yeah.
We're all down $400 million. Keep a sharp eye, because I would take a punt that this government is trying to angle to get rid of the progressive royalty scheme that this cartel just dodged.
Right.
That's honestly, if they can't get rid of it because it's actually popular in Queensland, because the previous government in Queensland, they implemented this royalty scheme and then gave everyone free public transport.
Yeah, so that's fantastic.
If you're a New South Wales punter, like we are, Queensland gets $1 public transport.
That's pretty good.
How much do you pay for your public transport, James? More.
Well, I don't use it because it's too expensive.
Me either.
A good move for a government coming in, I think, would, like Queensland did, is just to go, hey, if we actually tax these guys to get paid for our royalties and it's $500 million, this is the thing that we would use that $500 million for. Don't just say it goes back to Treasury.
Yes.
Tell us one thing that you're actually going to use it for, and that would be a powerful tool for voters, I think.
Yeah, mark my words. This Queensland government wants to get rid of that because the mining cartels want them to. They can't because it's popular.
Yes.
This is how good government works. You get power, you do the thing that the special interest groups don't want you to do, and you sell it and you make it popular. So when the other government comes in and wants to change it, if this government lasts and doesn't change it, I'll chalk this up the biggest win of any Labor government I've ever seen to get this and keep it in. So keep an eye on that. And punters, honestly, knowing about this makes a bloody difference. So cheers for the shares. Just a bit thirsty, actually.
Yeah, same. Oh, gosh.
Cheers, mate.
That'll be good. Cheers.
Oh, that is good.
That is not bad at all. Hey, quick update.
Yeah.
The Punters Politics political fundraising dinner.
Yes, the gala dinner.
What's the latest update?
Tickets sold out.
Really?
Oh, and it's now brought to you by Heaps Normal.
Heaps Normal have come on board.
Cheers.
Cheers, Punter.
Sorry to punters just listening and can't see the visuals. Punter James and I are sipping out of a deliciously cold, Heaps Normal, delicious, refreshing, non-alcoholic beer, who have just joined the headline sponsor. So from now on, the Punters Politics Political Fundraising Gala, brought to you by Heaps Normal. Do you know why these are the perfect sponsor for our fundraising gala?
Why is that?
Because buying access to politicians is Heaps Normal in Australia.
Very good. Very good. Too good to be wasted.
Cheers.
Hey, hail Supreme Leader Punt.
Definitely just Punters fine.
Quite full on with that one, but I appreciated it. The Punter Karens have been doing their work.
In the Australian economic system, laid-back punters are scammed by two separate yet equally sneaky groups: large foreign corporations and government regulators who let them get away with it. These are their stories.
Ooh, So a well-meaning punter Karen has been out there watching out for the scams, big and small, that corporations are pulling on us.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
they are. Punter Kelsey has sent this one through.
Yep.
Now, phone bills.
Yes, not a fan.
Well, everyone's
Already don't like them.
Well, yeah. Okay, so the age-old debate these days is, do you buy your phone outright and get on a smaller plan, or do you just bundle it all together?
I'm still a month-to-month guy. Buy my phones outright.
Yeah.
I run the sums every year. That's me.
Yep, I am also doing the same thing at the moment, but with a work phone, it's like hard to know what to do.
True.
Anyway,
Yep.
It's come to our attention from Punter Kelsey that lots of phone companies are actually charging on a 28-day month cycle, not a 28, 29, 30 or 31-day month cycle, which means...
Hang on. So every month of the year, according to the phone company...
is 28 days.
Now, Punter James, correct me if I'm wrong, but there is only one month in the year that has 28 days.
No, you're correct.
So they've taken the shortest month and gone, we'll make that the standard.
Yeah, that's right. They're just doing 4 weeks. Yes,
What?
That's right.
A scam.
So this actually adds on a whole other month of billing. So you're paying 13 months.
So it adds up to exactly 13 months.
13 months per year is what you're paying.
Now, Punter James, correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, here we go.
But a year only has 12 months in it. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I thought that was a double negative. You stumped me.
But according to phone companies, there are 13 months in the year.
Yeah, Boost Mobile, Leica Mobile, Amaya Sim, Telstra, Optus, they're all doing it.
They're all?
Optus hasn't been in much trouble recently.
You know what? I'm going to quickly look this up because I'm an Aldi punt myself.
Yeah.
Ooh, 30 days.
Oh, okay.
Not getting stiffed. The correct amount of days a phone company should be charging you in a billing cycle.
But isn't Aldi with Telstra?
It's on the Telstra network.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's a different company.
Yep.
There's only Optus, Telstra, and Vodafone towers.
So a couple of dodgy companies here. 13 months of the year.
At least half of them.
Yeah.
So next time, if I'm ever looking to swap phone plans, I will be looking at how long the month is. So it might be slightly cheaper.
I'm happy with 30 days.
Yeah. That's the average of months.
Yeah.
But if your phone plan's cheaper, are they charging you the extra month because it could be more expensive? Well, thank you, Punter Kelsey.
Well played.
Any other scams out there, send them into Scamwatch or punter at punterspolitics.com. Punter James, you've got a mortgage.
Thank you for letting everyone know.
Good for you.
Yes,
Good
I
for
do
you.
have a mortgage.
Solar? You have solar on that house?
No
No
solar. We've thought about it a couple of times.
So you're paying bills, are you?
Yeah, and they are not small.
Okay. Would you like someone to blame for your high energy bills and your high mortgage repayments?
Well, yeah, it's not the same person, is it?
Let's play the blame game.
Blame game, blame game. He did this.
Punter James and punters out there, if you are paying electricity bills and if you have a mortgage, you can safely and with assurance blame this one cartel, who, yes, I love to blame for your increased expenses. It is! Give me a bit of a drum roll. Santos.
Oh, surprise, surprise. I would have had 2 guesses. Number 1, Woodside. Number 2, Santos.
But you wouldn't have thought Santos, right? Like, you might think Santos for energy bills.
Yeah, or gas.
Yeah.
Why are they in control of mortgages? I don't understand that at all. They got nothing to do with the banks, right?
Well, here's the ABC headline. Good thoughts. I wouldn't have connected these 2 dots. Why Santos is behind your soaring electricity and mortgage crisis.
Very good. To the point.
Don't sue me. Once again, sue the ABC, Santos.
Yep, that's fair.
Here's the TLDR on this story. Santos built a massive gas export plant that was apparently too big than they could handle. So they couldn't fill it with enough gas. They were trying to get some gas from somewhere else. Turned out it was too hard to get. And they're like, oh, we need more gas because we've already signed contracts overseas selling this gas. But we don't have enough gas. So they sold access and rights to something that they didn't have yet.
Well played.
So what do? Oh, the domestic market has a bit of gas that we could, take. What happens when you take a lot of something from a group of people?
Well, there's a shortage. Naturally, people go wild.
And what happens when there's a shortage to prices?
Well, prices go up big time.
Prices go up, and that's at the core of it. Shortage of gas supply drives up the cost of everything because everything relies on gas. Energy is expensive. Yes, you've got solar, you've got wind, you've got these cheap inputs, even like base load coal, you've got these cheaper inputs. And then if there's not enough power for that demand, that peak, gas comes in and fills the spot. And it is 10x more expensive than everything else. That is the main determinant of your prices because when you're rolling on renewables or whatever, it's super cheap. But that little gap is what gas fills.
Okay.
And we need some of that to fill the gap. When there's not enough of it, the price of it goes through the roof. And then your whole bill reflects mainly the gas price in that sort of thing.
Okay.
Everything relies on gas. When everything relies on gas, what happens to the price of everything?
It goes up.
Called inflation.
Oh, yeah, we've heard
What
that.
does the RBA do, the Reserve Bank of Australia, when there's inflation?
Interest rates go up.
Your interest rates go
My
up.
mortgage interest
You
rates
see the connection?
go up.
The inflation's sticking around because of these high energy input costs. And then the government steps in. I don't know how I feel about this, but help me when I look at my energy bill. I'm like, that's cheap this much. The government subsidised.
Yeah.
Because energy was so expensive. The government handed out cash. Whose cash is that, Punter James?
Well, that's taxpayer cash.
That's your man, my cash.
That could go towards my mortgage repayments.
So we are subsidising on two fronts. Santos makes a dumb business decision. Once again, they don't pay tax and they get a lot of gas for free.
Yep.
Right? They make a dumb business decision that costs us personally more money. Then it costs the government money, so indirectly our tax dollars money. So we are subsidizing their stupid business decisions, and that's why you can blame Santos. So you feel a bit angry, but you feel a little bit better knowing that you can blame someone.
Yeah, but thank you. That's crap. I hate that. Can you give me some good news for a change?
You're lucky. I can.
Pep up the punts, it's a touchdown blast. Hold on tight, the thrill's gonna last.
Pep up the punts. I can pep up the punts because there has been some consequences for these absolute leech bludger Santos people who I despise.
Really? Like a 0.005% fine or something?
Oh, don't go that far.
Yeah.
That would be actual
Sorry,
consequences.
we're pepping them up.
I'm talking about the gravity of the situation that has come to bear on Santos. We mentioned last week they were trying to sell their gas plant. It didn't fall through. We quite magnanimously said, sucked in.
Suck it. Too bad.
Suck it. Santos has been ditched by 3 suitors now. They're trying to sell. Harbour Energy, Woodside. They can't sell. A couple of people that were going to buy it, not going to sell because they're looking at the books, punching the numbers. There has now been a federal inquiry into the East Coast gas market, and the ACCC, manufacturers and industry are now pointing the finger, the blame game finger. It's the ABC headline. Everybody, industry, if you're in industry, you should be pissed off. If you manufacture anything, you should be pissed off. We are all united at hating these guys, and it's happening.
How good.
So there's more heft behind the finger point of the blame game, and that's all. But we got to take it. That's pretty good.
Man, I'm feeling good about this. And I won't even mention that surely if Santos fails to meet the domestic gas market, they'll go into administration and then the government have to bail them out and we'll just lose heaps more money. Won't even mention that. Stoked that there's a federal inquiry.
I'm stoked about it, and who knows? Here's what we're looking for as the outcome. As everyone's pointing the finger at this scab that stole our gas on multiple counts.
Scab.
Absolute scab. If they introduce a East Coast reservation policy, that is the policy that stops people stealing our gas. So when they go, hey, we need to buy something, you go, hands off. That's our gas.
Pay us.
No, you can't have it.
We need it.
Yeah, it's ours. You can't even pay us for it.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. So keep an eye on that. Punter James, sponsor heavy podcast this week.
Oh, you are selling
we
out.
are selling out.
Intentionally.
And we have buyers. Yeah, because as you know, the Punters Politics Political Fundraiser, brought to you by Heaps Normal, has opened itself up to corporate sponsorship thanks to Heaps Normal. And there are other small businesses that have come on board to sponsor the event as well.
Yeah, which is great. They also, small businesses deserve to have access to our politicians.
Yeah. If democracy's for sale, it's Heaps Normal for everyone else to buy some politicians as well.
Very good. Get on with it.
So, as I mentioned, tickets are sold out, and Top Punt Mason has sponsored with not one, but 2 of his own businesses.
Ooh,
how
well played.
Awesome is that? So, as a result, for no connected reason whatsoever, I'm stoked on Manor, Whole Foods and Cafe. This is
Ooh.
Perth's original home for organic food, local produce and wholesome community living. Proudly family owned and operated in South Fremantle. So if you're in South Fremantle, if I was in South Fremantle, I'd bloody be hitting that up.
And their second sponsor is Community Brew, community with a K.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
My wife and family, we are big kombucha
Me too.
fans.
You know why?
Why?
It's a loophole soft drink. Like soft drink full of sugar, not healthy really at all. Like you can get 0 sugar ones, but then it's like drinking nothing, which is better than heaps of sugar.
Yeah.
But kombucha, It's like meant to be healthy.
Well, this community brew, living kombucha crafted from real botanical infusions and thriving cultures, brewed with organic ingredients, no preservatives, no shortcuts, and proudly Australian owned.
Look at all these Aussie businesses buying out some cash for access for our politicians. So cheers, Punter Mason. And I do personally appreciate the note that says Punter Mason will look after me. And probably you too, Punter James, if we ever visit the cafe in WA.
You know what? I'm going there just for a kombucha right now.
Me too.
Head pun, Konrad.
Just Punter's fun.
It's the end of the show. It's time to shoot the shit with the Punters Spotify comments.
Excellent, because every other platform is too flooded. Can't see them, but there's a few comments on Spotify
That's
I can see.
We can keep up with 15 comments from last episode.
Oh, is it 15?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a 200% increase.
A couple of people, Lee Van Cleef, saying that we got a Woolies ad at the top of the episode.
So Punts heard the Woolies ad and our disendorsement. Love it. Thank you.
Punter Chris goes, haha, got a Woolworths ad just before your disendorsement of said Woolworths, which is fantastic stuff. Punter Nadia saying, absolute banger of a punter battle. It's so refreshing to hear people actually discuss an issue rather than just talking at each other. Learned a lot from both sides. Great episode. Please do this again.
Punter Nadia, write this down. You can count on it.
You can count on it. Posted. Oh, Punter Marik, I'm 30 minutes in, and is Leith really saying that immigration being to blame is not being talked about enough? Seriously? That's all I hear on the mainstream media. I need to listen to independent podcasts to hear a different argument for anything else. Grrr.
Yeah, okay, fair point. I think this is the polarizing nature of it. Politicians will never blame immigration. One Nation ones will. Liberal Party wanting to be One Nation will. So depending on your political bent, that will be all you hear. So I have noticed personally is that on one side of politics, and Puntermon Matt points that out, he says it's zero. He doesn't think it's to blame at all.
Yeah.
But then on Leith's side of the argument, and a lot of the March for Australia type of people, they only, like Leith doesn't, and this is why I got Leith on, Puntermon Leith, he doesn't only blame immigration. There is a group of punts that only want to blame immigration and will hear nothing about it. And this is why I appreciate, this is partly why I had the Puntermon battle. So
have you got like a 5-word response for me for Punter Marik?
Good thoughts. Cheers, punt.
Yeah, wow, that's personal.
Wow.
Final one here. Punter Mads, frequent commenter. James, you've already exposed your face with your Spotify profile picture.
Got him.
Rookie mistake. Which, I'll tell you what, I saw that comment come through and I very quickly changed to Anthony Albanese going like this, chucking up the
shackers. Or is that the rock? The rock.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rock one, but an inverted one. And I was like, yes, well played. Good looking out. Punter Mads, thank you.
So Punter Mads has seen what you look like. Why can't we see what you look like today?
I had a black eye from...
Oh.
Yeah, bit of wrestling.
Is that where that's from?
Yeah, bit of wrestling. Right. And copped an elbow to the eye socket. Not good, so that's why.
All right, maybe next week then.
Yeah, probably.
All right, punts, that's the show. Videos drop on Instagram and YouTube all bloody week, so if you miss us, head over there. And growing a podcast, Punter James, is bloody hard, if not impossible. The only way podcasts like this grow is because legendary punts force it upon their friends and neighbours quite forcefully.
It is a bit like that, isn't it?
And it's a frequent thing too. It's like, oh, what are you listening to? Oh, Punters Podcast. Yeah, it's all right. No, you have to follow up that. You have to follow it up.
I will send it to you. I'm very like that. If I'm recommending a podcast to a friend, I will stop and I will actually get it and send it to them. Because
and don't just send it. Send it with a thought on, this is a good explanation on X, Y, Z.
Yeah, little personalised note.
It's easier than it sounds, punters. So we really appreciate that, punts.
And if you have any show ideas, send them through to oipunter@punterspolitics.com.
And if you want to bypass the algorithm every single week, you can sign up to the mailing list where it will hit straight your inbox. YouTube, you don't have to rely on the algorithm. Instagram, you don't have to rely on it. You can just get your updates every week. Newsletter, you can tell I'm a big fan of this newsletter. Anyway, power to the punts.
Heaps good.
Good.